It's the end of the year, and entrepreneurs around the world now are looking at what happened, where we're going. We're going to give you some pointers that are going to really help you. This is one you want to see on this episode of Agorapreneurs.
Welcome to Agorapreneurs, standing for liberty and freedom, all done peacefully. Now, here is your guide, Terry Brock.
Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and welcome to this episode, the final episode of the year for Agorapreneurs. I'm right here in my study, just relax and wanted to be with you and sit down and talk about some important things about ending the year right, doing what's going to work best for you, and taking a look at what's going on. We here at Agorapreneurs, we talk about the Agorapreneur lifestyle, and what that means, a word that we made up, and it means entrepreneurs, there's the preneur part, that are living a live and let live lifestyle. If you like the idea of live and let live, and you tend to be more entrepreneurial in your thinking, or you are an entrepreneur, welcome home. You're in the right place. And right now I want to give you 5 steps that are going to help you this time of year, particularly as we're winding down and looking toward the new year coming, 2022. And if you're catching this the first part of 2022 or sometime in 2022, hey, the principles still apply, because you can have a new beginning anytime you want. We just have this time of the year right here, December 31st, January 1st, etc. We call it officially on the calendar New Year, but we can do it anytime. Well, the first thing I want you to do is to look back at the year before. Look at what happened in 2021 in our case. What went right? What were the celebrations, the things you say, yeah, that was great, it worked just the way we want. And yes, it's good to celebrate, but I want you to step back and pause for a moment and document. What was it that happened specifically? What did you do to make that happen? What steps did you take? Because you want to identify those so that you can go back and repeat it and also maybe amplify it. Can you do this again? Is it something that just happened by chance? Well, if it did, great, but how can you take that and leverage it and try to increase it? That would be the most important thing right now. Step number 2. Look at what went wrong. Yep, you're going to look at what went wrong, but not in a remorseful way going, oh, it's terrible, woe is me. But think about what happened and what you did, how you reacted to that. What did you do? 99.9% of the things that happen to us, I'm thoroughly convinced, are really out of your control. I kind of like the idea of the Stoic philosophy. You control what you can, and don't worry about the things that you can't control. Lots going on in politics. This is a midterm election year here in the United States. And we know there's going to be a lot of yuck going on. Okay, we'll use that word. A lot of yuck going on with the election and all that kind of stuff. I hope that people will focus on the principles rather than the personalities. I think that's the key, and where we're going wrong. We're saying, I don't like him, I don't like her, and all that. We should look at what is the right thing to do. And so I want you, in that sense, go back and look at what went wrong. What could you have done differently? And when bad things do happen to you outside of your control, don't cry and moan about it. Oh, look at what he did. Look what she did. Da, da, da. You can't control that. Instead, think, okay, hold it. This has happened. We acknowledge it. What can we do right now to change this? You've heard me say many times, Teddy Roosevelt talked about, do what you can with what you got right where you are. So that's the mentality you want to have, just to move forward with it and get that done. That's going to be important. Point number 3, identify the market that you're going to solve the problems for. Who is it that you're going after? Develop your avatar. We here at Agorapreneurs, we look at the avatar is entrepreneurs who believe in the live and let live lifestyle. That's more of a psychographic than a demographic. It's not like we hit only a certain age bracket. We find that there are people like that who are literally below age 10 that are working with it, that are thinking entrepreneurially. Good for them. We cheer you on. And people that are in their 90s and in their hundreds that are still out there scrapping and going for it, because that's the excitement, the zest of life, to keep going always. And whatever age you are in between those little kids and the ones who are very mature kids, is that we keep going no matter what. We can do that now with the technology we have. So identify what went wrong and find out what problem you're going to be able to solve. And then I want you to do this. Become the best at solving that problem. Fine-tune your skills, read a lot, listen to the podcasts, watch the videos, get around people and network so you can become an expert in that field solving that problem. Hey, by the way, NFTs are hot right now, those non-fungible tokens. Crypto is doing better than ever. We're going to find some things there. Don't look at the price of the day. It's going up and down. It's going to be volatile, yes. But long term, the structure is there. And we're seeing a lot happening. Enormous opportunities are emerging just in those two fields. And we're going to be talking about a lot more of these in the videos. And by the way, let us know below in the comments if you want to see a particular video or you want to hear about something, or maybe you've got a particular person you would like to have interviewed that can be expert in some of those areas. We'd love to entertain that and take a look at it. So remember that, find that problem and become the very best at solving it. Point number 4, you want to get the right tools. Make sure you get the right tools. I just made some major acquisitions myself in my business, so I got tools that are going to help me to get the job done. Some tools, matter of fact, got a brand new computer. Woo, love it. It's really good. The best computer I've ever had. It's a MacBook Pro M1 Max. It is a killer. It's wonderful, and I've been so pleased with it. And you know what? The benefit of that is not just that it's cool for geeks like me, but also I find I'm getting more work done. I'm less encumbered with some of the slowdowns that I had from my other computer that I really liked. Was MacBook Pro. It was a good one, but it's getting old. And so now I've got that. I want you to think about that. Do an inventory first of what you've got and where would it give you a real competitive advantage to have something better. Another tool that I've got over here, I'm going to unplug this for a moment from what it's on, is my Zoom PodTrack P4. My buddy Dave Jackson, who is a podcaster extraordinaire, the School of Podcasting. Dave, hello there if you're watching this. Appreciate it. This is a great little tool. See, look at this. It's got the XLR inputs. I got to get a little geeky here. The XLR, that means the kind the grown-ups use. It's got inputs here for 4. You control the headphones right here. It's really nice. And if you're doing audio or video, it's good. I'm going to reach over here and get that cable and plug it back in. So we are running on battery right now, but I want to make sure it keeps going. There we are. So just geek to geek, I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing there. I'm recording this right now, this microphone over here for a separate audio track, and then using Zoom to be able to get the video on that. When I put those together, I'm going to get a little bit better sound quality. So that's something you might want to look at and look into. So get the right tools that are going to work for you. And if you're looking at wondering about some tools, what to get, drop us a note here. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know on whatever platform you're getting this on, a podcast, or if you're getting on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, Twitter, or some other place. Wherever it is, let us know what we can do to help you out. And point number 5, this is for you entrepreneurs. Focus fervently on solving problems for others. I've already talked a little bit about that in the earlier points to say find that need, solve it, become really good. But I want you to make that your real passion. Find those problems that are out there. My buddy Chris Brogan talks about grow bigger ears. You want to grow bigger, so you're listening closer. You're listening to what people are saying, what they're talking about here and there, and that you are then able to say, hey, got that as a problem. I could solve that if we do this, this, and this, and it'll be affordable for them and profitable for you. If you make that your mantra, just put everything else in second or third or lower place. Number 1, solving people's problems, listening to them, leaning forward, finding out what you can do to help them, you're going to do well. Well, hey, I'm looking forward to another wonderful year with you here at Agorapreneurs. We're just having all kinds of fun and enjoying it. And that's why I just wanted to come to you right here with nothing fancy, just me in my study talking to you on this end of the year broadcast. Thank you for joining us today, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you would like for content and how we can help you best in 2022. Thank you very much for joining us today here on Agorapreneurs. We're all about your freedom, liberty, and being the entrepreneur that you are, reaching out to achieve the goals that you want. Whether you're an entrepreneur on your own or maybe operating within another enterprise or organization, whether you're a solopreneur or part of a much larger enterprise, we are here for you to help you get the skills and the technology, the right thinking of mind, right frame of mind, how to increase your connections, building those relationships in business that matter. Don't forget, we've got the 5K program, help you in creating content, no charge to you. You go over and you can look at that at terrybrock.com/5K. Notice the K is lowercase, and you'll be able to get that information, no charge, and you'll also be able to sign up for the newsletter that we send out, the Agorapreneurs Power Report, so you stay right up to date on what's going on. And if you need to reach me, my email is best way to get in touch with me, terry@terrybrock.com. Hey, thanks for being with me today. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.